So as we finally get down to the real business of this new series, I've been looking for a way to make my series a bit more enticing, a bit more exciting, a bit edgier. And I think I've found just the solution. Well, hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here as we finally make some progress with the Andorran Double Challenge. And yes, you've spotted it already. This is what I was talking about when I said we're going to make this series a bit edgier. But before we get on to today's opponents, today's league game, let's have a look at the squad. It's quite different from the squad we had a look at in that introductory episode. If you've not seen the introductory episode already, go and check it out right now. So you see here quite a number of transfers made coming in. Now I took over around here on the 22nd of July, so all those transfers made prior to that were not mine. My first signing was this guy, Eduardo. So not a superstar of player, 3 stars, decent enough, but a part of the reason I signed him was for the range of positions he can play across the midfield. Remember, we had a look at the squad selection rules. Only 22 players, I think I can name, 22-man squad for the entire season. So it's useful to have utility players. We also picked up Zisku Martinez on a free transfer, left winger, which is good for us, but can also play as an inverted winger or inside forward out on the right. Has the ability to play up front if required as well. So again, we've got that versatility. Javi Marino we brought in as a bit of an old hand, mainly for when we're playing a defensive midfielder, but he can also play just as adeptly in the centre of the park and play out on right midfield if we need him to as well. And on to the first name, which I'm really not sure how to pronounce. Either Migu or Mig. We'll go with Magoo. Mr. Magoo. There we go. That's what we'll call him. Mr. Magoo. Central defender, 39 years old, so I doubt he's going to be with us for very long. But as a veteran centre-back, just to bring a bit of experience into the squad, we've got another left winger in Araniguez. Plays out on the left, but as an inside forward, so offers something a bit different to Zisku. Can also play centrally, so that's going to be useful for us just to give us a bit more to play with tactically. Okay, and then we got another left winger. I seem to like my left wingers for some reason. Akale, he's American, but Cameroonian as a second nationality. We see he came to us from Villarreal. That's it, Villarreal. We did actually pay a fee for him. He can play out on the left or he can play in the middle. So again, we've just got a bit more attacking options through him. Plus he's under 23, which is useful. Onto a player definitely not under 23, Didier Digard. Defensive midfielder, French ball-winning midfielder, which is a role I like to make use of. And we see that with his mental stats and so on. I think he's going to be someone who will be useful for mentoring younger players. Going back to the squad itself, I've also added in a couple of talents I found down in the youth team. So here we've got one, Angel Hernandez, Andorran, 17-year-old left back, 1.5 stars only for current ability, 4-star potential though, so you can see he's already making improvements with training with the first team squad. So we're going to bring him in on a rotation basis, give him a few youth team games as well. And on a similar score, and also on the left side of the field, we've got Jose Francisco Perez. Same kind of thing, 1.5 star current ability, 3.5 star potential. He's also immediately shown improvement through the training program. I know I signed a lot of left wingers, so it's going to be difficult to rotate him in, but we'll do our best. You may recognise a name or two amongst the people I've brought in as a coach. We've got Edgar Davids, who's come in. Yes, that Edgar Davids, the one who used to manage Barnet. We managed to get him to come over. He also played a few internationals for the Netherlands as well. And tactics, there's a couple of options I've been working on in pre-season. I'll get to the pre-season results in a minute. This is probably what we're going to go with today. So 4-2-3-1. I think it makes best use of those players that we brought in. There's no defensive midfielder in this formation, of course, but it's a positive formation. We're home favourites for this one, so we'll see if this can, get us a nice, safe win. So just to show you our run of friendlies, we had those tough ones to begin with. We did all right against Everton. 1-1 at the break, and then we lost to a Moise Keane goal late on, so that was encouraging. Then we played PSV. We struggled a bit more there. I tweaked the tactic a bit, but perhaps didn't quite go to plan. Then we had this tough run of games. We eked out 2 1-1 draws, and against these are teams also in the second Division B, but in different groups within that. Then we had a bit of a disappointing defeat away to Real Irun. So then we changed to the kind of tactic that we're going to be using today, and this is where we saw an improvement immediately as we won 4-0 against Paralada and 3-0 against Tudelano. We've already played the opening game against Levante Bay. That was a 0-0 draw. Again, we're just tweaking with the tactics a bit. And the main reason I did that was just because, as I said, I want to bring you something a bit edgier today. In case you're wondering about the Andorran national team, well, our first game with them is coming up. In fact, it's coming up, I think, 2 days after this league game. Albania are the opponents. If you're interested in catching up on that, then make sure you check out the next episode, click subscribe and the notification bell and all that, so you get that episode as soon as it comes out. So we are favourites here to take on Ejea, who did win their first game. They're up there in second in the league. Quite handy win, but let's just switch that back to the planned formation. But let's just have a look and see if we can beat them now. Okay, they're going for an actual 4-1-4-1. Let's see, maybe we can isolate their striker. Oops, I just clicked through. Didn't do the team talk. I do that sometimes. The computer sometimes just doesn't quite react fast enough when I press continue, and then I hit it again because I think I haven't clicked it properly and end up skipping the team talk. Anyway, here come Ejea with the ball for the first highlight. Let's see if we can get this off them. Mains gets through, and oh my lord, that is a terrible start. He hit that with the outside of his boot, and it just sailed past the keeper. Goal out of nothing, really. So we see they just built. It was Mains who started the move off, and then they got a long ball pinged over the top. It got a flick on. Mains just took a touch outside of the right boot. Not much we could have done about that, I suppose. Goal kick for Ejea. We briefly had the ball, and Ejea have now got it back, and they're looking to build something down the flank here. I'm not sure why this defender is tiptoeing along so much to try and dispossess him from the ball. I'm not sure what all the waving the hands about is for, but anyway, the attack's broken down. We've got it back to Banus. Banus is going to build something for us here. He knocks it right up to Akale. We've got Migu, Mr. Migu. Plays it forward, but we've given it away again. This is a very long highlight that hasn't gone anywhere yet, and I fear it's going to end with an Ejea attack. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a quick break for us. Casadeus with the shot, and it goes out for the corner. We nearly got straight back into it. Here we go. Highlight continues. Corner gets whipped in. Oh, it's been kind of half cleared. Now it's been completely cleared. Looks like, okay, the highlights are going to continue. No, it's not. You frustrate me sometimes. We're going to demand more from the players. That's got them all focused, and we haven't done anything in the 10 minutes since. And a free kick now, a chance to do something here. Aaron hits one in. Oh, I think the goalkeeper just pushed that round out for a corner. Now Aaron with that corner kick. He knocks in an outswinger this time. Oh, and we couldn't get the shot off. Rai couldn't get the shot off, but we've got another corner immediately. We're getting some goal. Yes. Yes, there's the goal. It's been coming. It's been coming. Casadeus. Okay. Casadeus heads it in swinging corner from Aaron. Oh, he just fooled the defence completely there. Ran into the space, met the ball, nodded it in, and we've got the equaliser. Bit of a shaky start, but we have been the better team since then. If we look at that, 61% possession. 8 shots on goal, 6 on target. But we're still going to tell them, yes, it's been disappointing because we should be winning this. Casadeus looks stressed. All right. You can still improve. I've got faith in you. And he still looks stressed. All right. Well, we'll see how he goes. If he's still stressed into the game, we'll just take him off, won't we? Right then, an edgier goal kick. It's launched long. They're trying to build something up. They seem to be starting this half as positively as they started the first half. Oh, I was worried that our goalkeeper was going to let it slip through his fingers there. Okay, I thought we were going to have a promising Andorran attack there, but it all broke down. It all broke down too easily. And now Ejea, they do like to pass it around in their little triangles, don't they? and they're doing a bit of vertical tiki-taka on us by the looks of things, and they've got the ball through to Torres in the middle. Banus comes out, makes the save, just pushes it wide. Ooh, dearie me. Here we go, the corner. Danger's not clear yet, of course, it's headed over. We've got to demand a bit more from the team. We're not imposing ourselves in this second half as we were at the end of the first half. We're going to make some substitutions because I think I've got a couple of players who are getting quite tired. So Aaron, he has been great today, but I think I'm going to take him off. We're going to bring on Eduardo in his place for his debut. And Didier Digard, I think we can bring on in place of Riveriola. Anyway, there's a highlight to play out before those changes come into effect. It's Akale. Brings in Riveriola, who we've just lined up to be taken off. Martinez gets it now, knocks one in, and it's Akale. Akale gets the goal, puts us 2-1 ahead with 15 minutes to play. It could be a first victory of the season on the cards here. Really good play that. Good control by Martinez, and he just walked the ball into the box, hit in. He knew exactly where Akali was, just drilled in that low cross. Nicely worked goal. Yes, we will continue with the substitutions. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. Loureiro knocks it out to Rai. We're just doing patient build-up here. Rai's taking his time, knocks it all the way back to the keeper. Not sure that was the best thing to do, but okay. We've still got the chance to build something here. Villanova knocks one out wide, but he's given it away. Let's put the keeper under pressure. No, okay, come on. We gave the ball away cheaply there. We forgot the script for a second and gave the ball away. We're supposed to be keeping hold of possession, building things up nicely. Anyway, I'm just going to take off our right back, Loureiro, because he looks pretty knackered. That's our final substitution of the day. We've just got to tell the team now to concentrate, stay focused, do not let any silly goals in at this point. Anyway, here we come. There's a chance that we might concede one. No, but no, Akale, who's had a great game today, picks the ball up, knocks it out to Eduardo, who's come into the box. Eduardo with a chance to seal it, but he just took it too close to the goalkeeper, I think, and the danger's been averted. We've got the throw in, though. Let's see what we can do with this. Martos has the ball. Brings it inside to Rai. Rai's cross gets charged down, and now Ejea on the break. Ejea trying to come through, but they've knocked it out wide to Nadales. They've got it into the box. Come on, somebody go to him. And the highlight just bizarrely ends with them right on the edge of our area. Anyway, we're into stoppage time now. There's only seconds left on the clock. There we go. Full time. It's 2-1 to Andorra. We deserve to win if you look at the match stats. Tail of the tape. 19 shots, 10 on target, 60% possession, outscoring them in every department except for fouls. My assistant manager thinks that was a disappointing performance, but we came back from a goal down and we kept going in the second half to win it. So I am pretty happy with that. So that's a result which, after only 2 matches, of course, it takes us to 4th in the table. All in all, I think, though, a pretty decent result. Shaky start, but we got there in the end. Just 2 more days on in game time. We've got an international game. I'm doing that as a separate episode. Partly we'll keep the club and the country episodes separate, so there's not too much jumping around within the same episode. Also keep the episodes a bit shorter. So there's going to be, this episode's coming out. Well, it's already come out if you're watching it. Then 24 hours after this one's out, we're going to have the first international episode. Then what I'm going to do, if I just bring up the Andorra schedule for you here, you see we've got 3 international windows, September, October, November. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you this first game against Albania. Then we're going to fast forward to October. We're going to have a league game as an episode, immediately followed by another episode as one of the international games, and then we'll do the same in November as well. So that means in October we're looking at one of these games, either Ejea or Lanusia, and then probably in November we're looking at a game like Ebro, and then you'll get to see the Andorra national team get stuffed by France. But anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please hit the like button if you have done. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Dodgy Gamer, and I'll see you very soon for the Andorran national team debut.